Yo, what's poppin'? Hey, welcome to an amazing live lesson I got in store for you. This lesson is going to be how to conquer the modern dating era. I'm your host, Caleb Dunbar, CEO Kingship Mindset. Now, I want to really get into this, but the thing about, before I even started, the thing about you need to understand is that to conquer something is to truly understand something to a way that you just take over. So this is the gist of understanding how to take over the dating game. You have to educate yourself on the matter of what it is and how it goes about things and how to really entine it, or should I say how to take it over in regards to understanding it in a way that the standard person doesn't. So with that being said, let's get into it. So this is the live lesson agenda of what we're going to be going over. The types of communications. You need to know the types of communication, know how to communicate. Terminologies of communications, obviously terminologies of words that everybody understands. Casual sex, how to actually go about that in a healthy way. Self-worth validation, because of the sense of it all. Throughout the time, you can lose the value of who you are, and you just feel like you're not worthy to be dating somebody. They don't appreciate you and all something like that. So how to maximize that within yourself, the thrill of excitement. So when you are dating somebody, you know how to make that thrill just, I need this person around me. Of course, love in the sense of what love is and how to actually nourish it and how to make an amazing environment for both you guys to thrive. And of course, the trendiness and how to stand out. And I'm going to give you the gems exactly how to stand out, my guy, because this is for grown men. So let's get into it. So just a glance about me before I even get into it. A glance about me. I'm Caleb, of course. The main reason why I create this live lesson and, to set up any man for success in the dating instantly. So the reason that I truly wanted to create this was more so in the gist of understanding in my life and prior military, seeing so much of life and getting in a relationship at like 18 years old and losing my virginity. And I'm really grasping that like, wow. When you start to encounter somebody and you really like them and stuff like that, this is a different ballgame when your feelings and spiritual stuff and start to connect and shit like that. So understanding and adjusting that, I'm like, wow. And throughout the time I'm investing, money, economic resources, then I broke up with her or she broke up with me. Then the next one, invest even longer of a period, and then we didn't work out ourselves. I'm like, wow, I've given so much. And I feel like I lost myself in the process, like, wow, I've given so much for others versus myself. Versus nowadays, since I've been single, no, sir. As you can see in the pictures, I'm a type of guy who openly expresses his lifestyle. And the thing about it is they all cool with it. Because the thing about it is I'm just a different breed. And this is what I'm going to be showing you guys in this result, in this actual live lesson, the degree of what I've learned throughout all my time. And also to really educate you guys on the matter of how easy it is to get the lifestyle that you want in the dating. It's very easy. So let me get down to it. So the first one we need to understand. Types of communication. We got verbal communication with your words. Obviously, how do you speak? How do you go about that? How do you talk to her? How do you talk to him? And things of nature. This is more so for guys, of course. I'm more so leaning toward guys. So, how do you actually go about communicating? You talk in a matter of understanding the other gender. For instance, women ain't gonna really listen to you unless you focus on the tone and how you say it, and then they just take it in. But the bad guys, obviously, fuck the tone. You just speak your truth and keep it moving. That's what's going to really make you stand out from other guys. Now, the thing about doing this nowadays is that whenever you start to verbalize yourself, and no matter how you verbalize yourself is everything. Do you verbalize yourself in a structured manner of like, I have ambition, I have goals, I have things? I just verbalize yourself like, bitch, please, I ain't got time, like that. Do you talk in a matter of degrading, or are you talking in a matter of like, I don't care about nothing besides what I got going on? It's all about the type of verbalness you do. Next thing, nonverbal cues, nonverbal communication. It's your body language. What do you do outside of, gifts or, taking out to eat and things of nature? That nonverbal communication is very crystal clear on I can hear you, and these are my actions that follow from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? Like the first thing is to get it into you. But even before that, you have to have the visual communication. I'm going to get to the written, of course, and let's get about it. But the visual communication, before you even want to talk to somebody, before you want to have somebody close to you with the nonverbal cues, you have to know how they look. Like, what do they look like? Men, we're more so based upon, of course, how, a woman look. And men and women, 50-50, they kind of don't really care about how you look. Sometimes more about what you say. So you see how both genders are two complexities of how to actually attack, how to actually get each other's attention. But the visual cues, you have to have your shit right. Just crystal clear, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're crisp. In the sense of crisp, if you ain't got a haircut, line yourself up, make it look, presentable as possible. Brush your teeth, smell good. If somebody smell good, they're going to want to be next to you if you smell good, obviously. And then, of course, written communication. This is more so like a lost art, doing like notes, cards, flowers, things like that. That's like kind of like in regards to your words put into actual letter form. And women still miss those type of things. You see all on these movies and stuff like that. Women be getting all like juddery, like, oh my God, he gave me a note or something like that. And even messaging. Messaging is like, kind of like a nonverbal, but it's more so written communication in regards to messaging a woman. Really, really, really getting in tune with her and understanding that in that regard of how to message in poetry type of form and suspense and mystery. And of course, the final one, listening. What comes in? Do you keep it in what she's saying to actually have a dialogue of like who she is and what she about, her favorite things, and actually look to play this stuff back into a role later on in the time of being around her. So these are the quick things, the types of communication, and it's very easy to identify the things that you got going on in your life and what are you doing wrong that actually is not benefiting you. But we can definitely get into that a little bit later for one-on-one type of advice. Now, the next thing, of course, this is the actual dictionary of each one. You have to really understand each one in regards to the dictionary. Single, used to describe people who are not currently in a committed relationship, but maybe casually dating. Single and looking refers to people who are not in a committed relationship and are looking for dates or a relationship. Casually dating refers to single people who are casually dating someone but are not in a committed relationship. Partners refers to adults who are married. Cohabitating is used to describe people who are currently live with their partner but not. So the thing about, in a committed relationship, we all know what committed relationship is. So the thing about knowing these type of definitions, you need to really identify yourself and what are you trying to do. And so having a definition, you know how to verbalize to the person that you're trying to look into doing some things with in regards to where you stand at in your life and be honest with it. Well, like, what is the worst first impression? To lie. I just met somebody and like, look, yeah, I love to cook, I love to go to the lake and things like that, some stuff that I love to do personally like that. I wouldn't be looking at me like, you ain't all that. And I just like that. I'm like, okay. And I just tell them straight up, like, who are you for me to lie to? I just met you. Like, who the fuck are you? I don't try to say it in a disrespectful way, but I do. I'm like, who the fuck are you for me to lie to? I just said what I said. I know you're not used to dealing with the man who speaks what the fuck he means and says what he says and be consistent with what he say and knows that I'm not going to say anything outside of my influence. That's just me. And so they look at me like, oh my God, he's everything. And I'm like, I just talk to you crazy shit, but not in a way of disrespect. I stand my ground on who I am. Like, no. So in regards to having these definitions, you clearly know where you stand and where she can stand as well when you communicate very clear. So the first thing is the foundation of communication of where you both stand. You need to have that crystal clear. Now it makes it easier. Now the next thing, of course, typically, some people, you be like, yo, I'm just trying to get it in and keep moving type of guy. So you want to casually sex. Okay, cool. Well, this is what casual sex is. Casual sex is a sexual activity that takes place outside a romantic relationship and implies in the absence of commitment, emotional attachment, or familiarity between sexual partners. Examples are of sexual activity were casually dating, one-night stands, prostitution, and swinging. I mean, casual sex is very easy to do. The thing about it is that it's very hard for a guy to get, sex, obviously. And the thing about it is that the standard for a woman to even want to indulge with a man now sexually is gone fucking up exponentially. It's fucking crazy. But that's okay. The thing about it is that if you don't have the money, when you do encounter a woman, look to make the best impression possibly, verbally, visually, writtenly, and with energy. That's the best you can do. But the thing about it is that regardless of all of that, why do you think women love the bad guy so much versus the good guy? The bad guy stimulates her emotions more than the good guy does. That's why they go to him later on in the years. Because the bad guy, think about this regard, they're emotional creatures. He stimulates all her emotions. So why the fuck wouldn't she want to do casual sex with him when she feels more stimulated? So in order to be the bad guy, if you're a good guy, and there's some toxic shit to take, but in order to be the bad guy and the good guy, you got to disguise yourself. I hate to say it, disguise yourself in regards to, not to say in a bad disguise, fuck disguise. Not to say in a disguise mode, it's more so really staying your ground of who you are and where you're trying to go. But you have to have a sense of where you're trying to go. And you can't fake that shit. The thing about faking shit, you're only fucking yourself over versus actually leaving a mark on her. Casual sex, it don't have to be a toxic thing. It don't have to be a bad thing. For me, in a sense, when I'm thinking of stuff like that, I casual sex a multitude of women. The thing about it is that I verbalize them to them. Yeah, I'm dating other women. Yes, the thing about it is that when you're in my presence, it's only you. I get my attention to, and then this is what it is. And when you go and stuff, like I clean up the crib, make sure like nobody's never here, and if another one come over, when they do, it's like nothing's going on. So I keep the privateness and I keep what I got going on as boundaries between each other woman. So they don't know what's going on. They do know verbally, but the thing about it is they truly don't care. Now, some women typically do when I give them the details about like, oh, I want to meet her and stuff like that. All right, cool, but be advised. I don't fuck with drama. If you fuck up, any drama, any type of energy like that, I'm not fucking with you no more. And I verbalize that. It's not a threat. It's not like that. No, this is how I operate. I don't take nobody seriously. I can't take you seriously if you don't understand the boundaries. So casual sex, that's how that goes about things. Very simple, very crystal clear. And you communicate that. Now the next step. Now this is where people get lost in whenever they start to do all these things with attachments with people and casual sex and not feeling validated and all this stuff. So self-worth validations. Make self-acknowledgement a regular practice. Focus on your wellness and self-care. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to your best friend. Take responsibility for your happiness and attitude. Make personal growth the main thing in your life. Kid you not, whenever you start to date other people, if you don't have yourself right, you're only going to start to deplete. And the reason why I say you're going to start to deplete, sometimes you date in regards to not realizing the person that you even, connecting with in those type of regards when you do have one in your life. They're taken from you versus added from you. And also, too, you look at them and like, I feel like I'm getting built up with them versus not even the way. You have to understand all this stuff has to originate from yourself. And you have to have a strong foundation for yourself. You can't help somebody else if you can't help yourself. And when you have yourself in this foundation, like how I am, all these years to doing what I did, I realized you're like, you know what? The only thing that really matters is that I need to have myself situated in order. So if you're going to date somebody, make sure you got your situation in order with these type of repetitions of understanding who you are day to day and your priorities. Your priorities is you. Why wouldn't a woman want to fuck with you? Because you're a pillar of consistency of everything that every woman is looking to stabilize within themselves, because they have thoughts of emotions and this flippy floppy and all the stuff like that, which is fine. That's who they are. As a man, you become that pillar. So you need to be a pillar for yourself first. And so a woman automatically going to see that within you. It's that simple, bro. It's nothing complicated. And of course, the next thing. Now, when you have a woman, the thrill of excitement. When you have a woman, you need to know the gems on what to take care of, bro. And a lot of the stuff on this list that I prepared is more so free shit. A lot of this stuff is free, bro. It's not complicated to leave a mark that a woman will be like, wow, this guy is exciting and everything like that. The biggest thing that guys don't do nowadays is they just boring. Let me just put it that way. Dudes are boring. So when a woman meet a guy like me, she's like, wow, this guy's just doing shit. So let's get down to a little of this thing. Go to the amusement park. There's a lot of amusement parks you can just walk in and walk around or some shit. I just meet people. It's not hard to do. Create your own romantic challenge as an adventurous date idea. You guys can just let's do paint by night or something like that. Let's just do some stuff at the crib or something like that. It's always to do something. But the thing about it is that for me, stuff like this on this list, I do it my damn self. That's who I am. I don't look to do it with the woman or, I need a woman like that. I do it my fucking self. So I make women understand that y'all the bonus in this. And I treat her, what is a bonus? When you have a bonus in the game, you're like, yo, this is a bonus created like that, you show appreciation to it. So treat women as the bonus. When you treat women as the bonus, what you think they're going to do to you? Whatever you get her, she's going to magnify it first and give it back to you. And she's going to just magnify it tenfold. So when I treat a woman as a bonus, regardless if I know her or not, anything like that, she's like, wow, this guy's different. Why are we doing all this stuff? He really likes me. And I tell him straight up, it's not that I like you. This is just my way of lifestyle. They want to be a part of it. Next one, explore a random point on a map, play sports together, learn something new together, find a rooftop with the best view of your city, have breakfast at home, have lunch 20 miles away, have dinner 50 miles away, distance and everything. Make a list of things that scare you and do one thing off each of your lists, which is going to be crazy. Look up at a list of events in your area, randomly go to one and go on a bike ride. The objective of all these, bro, is to really make a fucking memory. Make a memory with her that she's possibly never done or typically don't even have done. By doing that, guess what? You're going to permanently be remembered by her. Permanently. Now, like I said, I don't teach these things or I don't express these things in a toxic way. I make it very clear on a matter of when you're learning this stuff, understand how easy it is to implement yourself in a woman's life off the rip. And all this stuff, like I'm saying, I don't do this stuff based upon doing it just to do it. Like for me, for instance, a glance of a situation I have. When I meet a woman, let's say this random scenario. If I meet a woman in regards to, let's say at a like an Airbnb party or something like that, the objective is just to have fun and vibe. But typically, I don't go nowhere to nobody's crib, anything like that, without bringing something. It don't matter if there's an event like that. If we just go in everybody's crib, bring a bottle. Well, I'm not just bringing a bottle. Who house is it? If I've never been there, I'm gonna bring the hostess are the host of fucking gift. Hey, bro, appreciate it. Oh, hey, sis, how you doing like that? Hey, this is me. I might bring them a copy of my book and some wine or something like that. Oh my God, who is this? And all that stuff like that. It's simple to stand out in that regard. Now meeting somebody there, they automatically gonna know, like, and I go a little bit late too. They automatically know, oh, this guy brought a gift. Okay, who is this guy? And stuff like that. Already I'm the center point of topic, or like I just have a different vibe to me off the rip from anybody there. I just brought excitement to the crib. And people gonna want to talk to me about whatever I got going on and things like that. It's easy to stand out. And in that regard, it's easy for me to a woman that I want to talk to and invite like that and get the numbers and stuff. I can invite her over to my crib the next day if I wanted to, if I'm available. Because the energy is vivid. Energy is vivid. Like, yo, this guy is excited like that. I just make a good remark and have dance and go like that. And guess what? Now she's at my crib. Now what do I want to do? I don't typically look to just have sex with them off the rip. I want to make even a further impression. Like, yeah, I'm about to go to the lake, or yeah, I'm about to do like that and shit like that. Cool, you're welcome to join me if you want me to. Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, that'd be dope. Now, she don't even know, but I just took on a damn date. But a date is any point in time whenever you two are individually together and you guys are connected in a way of learning each other. So understanding that already off the rip, two interactions and already created from one-on-one interaction is like, I've been knowing this guy for years. Why wouldn't you want to do anything with me? It's just that simple, that comfortability. I understand and mastered all the communications. You learn the communication, you master each one of the communication. Self-worth validations, I do all this stuff for myself. You know, I understand what casual dating is in a healthier way. It's all about communication, bro. It's not hard. Honesty. Honesty is everything. And these are some gems on stuff to place to take a crazy mark. Bring it to a different type of mark in their life. Now, the next thing, of course, love. What is love? These are the types of love. Everybody has the evolution of love, of course. You have to understand what you in and what you're looking to do. If you're not thinking with your fucking mind, I mean, you're thinking with your heart, which is the love sense, which is fine. But who's more masters at their emotions than each other? Women, they live in a sense of the realm of emotions. Men, we live in a sense of logic. So when we do fall in love, why do you think it takes us over so much? And it takes heartbreak and stuff to snap us out of it. It's unfamiliar territory because we don't operate in that way. So these are levels of love. You know, you got exotic passion love. Whenever you're talking to a woman, you want to do some things to it, stuff like that. Who knows? You got that type of love. Love for your friends and peers, basically. Love for your parents or children. You know, love for parents or children. And love for mankind. All these are levels of love. Really grasp that, bro. Do we operate more with our emotions, or do we operate with more of logic? And then when we tap into the realm of emotions, is what women bring to us. It's unknown territory. After a while, it takes us a while to snap out of it, not snap out of it in a bad way, just to grab a hold of it. Versus women throughout their whole life, they emotional, they caring, they just give what they give, And there's just different types of women as well, too. So as a man, you need to understand when to implement love in the dating world. And the thing about it is to operate on love standpoint, love is not always safe. So you got to have the grounds of love for yourself first. All this stuff combined for yourself first. And then you dibble dabble the levels of love to that woman. And I start from the bottom. Love of mankind. Like, yeah, I love everybody. I love everybody. I give energy to everybody. Whoever meets me and fucks with me, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you love your parents or children like you think about children. All that. Yeah, man, I can look forward to that. Yeah, I got love for my friends. I tell my friends I love them and things of the nature. And then, you know, when I have indulgence of intimacy with her and things of nature, the woman that I'm dating, I don't really go into the realm of love making. I don't know you enough to make love to you. I know you enough to have romantic sex with you. In regards, I know the art in the matter of that. But the thing about it is that there's levels to this shit. So when you're dating a woman, make sure there's clear levels to this shit. And you can express the levels to her. And so she can see exactly where she's at with you. You'd be like, damn, I want to be on the top level. I want to be like that. Well, you have to work for that. It's nothing easy. So be a man that requires her to work versus the easy ass man who gives her all access off the rip, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm teaching you a matter of dating from scratch, how to conquer from scratch. Maximize who you are and where you're trying to go first. Then, of course, the art of standing out. It's very simple. Know yourself. Be conscious. Be confident. Don't make everything about you. Emotional intelligence. You see how all these things play a key role in standing out. You see the picture. When you know yourself, every time when you know yourself, when you talk about yourself in regards to where you're going, where you've been, all the knowledge and all the experience that you learned, and when you express it to somebody, people are like, wow, this guy's been through a lot, or like, wow, this guy know where he's going to. It's fucking crazy. Damn, he's confident in knowing that all he's been through is not going to happen again. Know where he's going is for certainty. And then, of course, don't make everything about you. You know, when I speak about my life and the things I got going on for, everything I got going, it's not about me. I'm looking to serve. What do you think this live lesson is for? To serve. Give other guys the gems in a matter of the experience that I've had and to maximize other guys being able to get women, but now in the realm of getting women in a healthier way. That is the key. To get women in a healthy way, not lying, not cheating, not doing all this bullshit. Creating a way of a flow that's new. I feel like it's not even new. It's just a lost art in this nowadays era of all the social media, all that stuff like that. So when you actually have a physical encounter with a woman, first impression of a woman, make that shit so strong, brother. And she be like, who is this guy? Who are you? I want to know. So that's what all of these are for, to really help you maximize who you are and to really make you stand out. And emotional intelligence is by far everything for a woman when a man understands it, because she's an emotional creature. So you have emotional intelligence. Oh my God, you understand me to a way that I possibly don't understand myself. Or you can help me understand myself. See how crazy that ties down into? So that's what makes you a different breed. And then, of course, the summary of it all, just to wrap it up for you, know what I'm saying? Stop being modern. Stop believing modern dating is responsible for your results. It's not about modern dating at all, brother. It's you. It's you. Don't blame how social media, all this stuff and all this dating and all these stuff and like that matters. It doesn't matter, bro. For me, I'm not no fucking celebrity. I'm not looking to be a celebrity at all. I just know when a woman meets me or when I meet anybody, I like to just make an impression that's just different. And the only way to make an impression that's different is you to be your fucking self and where you're trying to go. And that's easy to accomplish. Next thing, form the habit of investing in people who invest in you. You have to eliminate it. And I can agree to this. And I'm a testimony to this. Whenever I created my focus zone, it became very vivid who's around me to actually support me. And I'm like, why did I waste all this time, energy, effort, money, all these people who don't even care about me? They only care about what I have to offer. It becomes very vivid. So I only invest in people who want to invest in you. Kill the social media habit for finding someone. Nowadays, social media has made it very easy for more so women than it does been guys to actually find people and date, stuff like that. So understanding that's more so on their side. So you have to go places more so in person to actually give off the energy of who you are. Everybody's not masters in social media portraying themselves. Shit, I'm not a master portraying myself and who I am and what I got to offer a woman like that. Versus if you actually listen to one of these and actually talk to me in person, be like, yo, bro, I feel like those social media and all this stuff I can do you justice. Of course not, brother. That's technology. I'm a real person. When you feel me, this is energy. This is spiritual essence right here. You in my bubble. That's a different type of frequency. So don't believe that because you're not having success with technology and social media, you can't have that in real life. Two different things. Of course, number 4, have the strength to be vulnerable, but have the self-worth to stop. You have to know there's levels and there's understanding of how to be vulnerable. For instance, dating-wise, my first date with any woman, she gonna basically know who I am. And when I say know who I am, she gonna know my house to me, how it looks on the outside, and all the rooms I got in there, all the amenities and everything I have to offer. But she don't know what it feels like to live in my house. She knows what it feels like to come through. Now, the thing about living in the house, you learn things about the house, the basement, how long it's been there, what I'm saying, who all been here, hey, where's it going? Are you going to up and move? You're like saying, what are you about to move? She don't know all those things and names. She just only know the surface. So being vulnerable is letting a person know you to a realm that you feel is not to those deep realms of homeness. Airbnb, call it Airbnb. So for me, I'm mastered in regards to knowing how to express myself in a way that you can't help but feel me. So that's easy to do. And of course, put any bitterness with previous and other, dating behind you. So all this other stuff that you've done from this point forward, bro, it don't matter. It don't matter. And the reason why I say it don't matter is that if you're not where you want to be, or if you feel like you hurt, or you feel like you're not like in a realm of like progression, then it don't matter. Only thing that matters is right now you made the decision to watch this actual live lesson and get some actual gems on understanding where you are and actually how to conquer the modern dating game. And to conquer the modern dating game, brother, is to not fucking entertain it. Keep yourself accountable to who you are and where you're trying to go. And when you meet a woman in regards to you feel attracted to and things in the nature, understand looking at her and looking at yourself in like regards to, how can I show off the impression of I'm here to serve? And I'm going to say here to serve, I'm here to serve my purpose. So what is my service for me? Let me give you an example. So in the sense, if I meet a woman in regards to the grocery store, I'm at a grocery store, I'm like, wow, I'm just walking out, wow, she's very attractive and things of that nature. I'm looking at her, I'm like, obviously she's beautiful, obviously I'm attracted, cool. I don't really have to verbalize that if that's I already know it's a common thing most men do. So in that regard, I might just mention something in her basket. I might mention something that she's wearing, or might mention something about her energy. Like, wow, you know, your energy is very like vibrant today. Or like, wow, I don't know what it is. Something about you just make me want to attract to you, or make me want to say some shit like that to you. Just be real genuine in your response of what you see and what you feel in that regard. And then by doing so, just create a dope conversation. Is this always gonna work? Only way it'll always work unless your appearance is acceptable. But the thing about the just of what I'm saying is right now is I'm not in a realm of lines and this and like that. Appreciate what the fuck you see and say it. The best line is the most honest line of you just being genuine and just being yourself. Because a woman can sense when you're being fake as fuck. That's just how that works. So the biggest just of everything that you learn in here is understanding the modern dating game. It's a different ball game of statistics, different ball game of social media plays a key role. You have to have all that crisp and crank. But the gist of everything to conquer anything is to master yourself and understand you have yourself in order. And when you want to talk to the opposite sex in regards to women, make sure you express it to her in this realm of realizing that, hey, a woman is a bonus. So I treat it as such. I treat it with appreciation. By treating it with appreciation is understanding the levels I'm foreseeing and willing to go. So to really maximize all this stuff and to really, I know it's a lot to break down stuff like that, but to really see the game plan and everything like that, this is what I really want you to do. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome to message me the word modern if you would like more exclusive insight and direct advice. And here's where you can reach me at. Caleb Dunbar, my Facebook, IG, Kingship Mindset, or my email, calebisrael@gmail.com. I really want to actually show you the actual roadmap, and show you the actual game plan, and show you actual a logical sense of how to go from where you are now to where you want to go, and broken down every single chip within yourself to really understand who you are and to learn from previous encounters that you did experience. And like, damn, bro, I'm still having the same results, not getting women, not feeling appreciated, or I fucking feel used. How can I get out of this fucking loophole of life? Well, that's what I'm here for, bro. So hit me up with the word modern, brother, and we're going to chip it up. We're going to set up a dope free brainstorm just to get connected with you, understand what you got going on, and I can give you some direct gems right then there to instantly change your life, instantly. And I'll be happy to do it, bro. With that being said, brother, I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.